Hiya, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to meet you. And if you're already existing, guys, then thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. So grab yourselves a nice cup of tea and some snacks, or do you know what, a nice summery drink, because it is spring is upon us. I will just say, if I look a little bit spacey, it's because I'm on quite strong tablets at the moment, and that is because I've got really bad vertigo. So you wouldn't know it because I'm not looking up or down currently, or bending or going to the side. I'm kind of going to keep straight. But I'm really late with all my Easter prep this year. We've had lots of birthdays, lots of occasions that have come up. Just been really, really busy. So I haven't been as early and organised this year, probably the first year since the kids were like really small babies. So what I've done is I've gone to Homebargains. I've got the bits that I need for Easter. So I thought I'd do a haul, but I'm also going to show you as well, I'm doing a giant hamper this year, and I'll explain why when I get into the video. But I thought I'd bring you along and show you what I've got, so because there's some really cute little bits as well. So if you're a lastminute.com like me, there's lots in there, just showing you as well what they've got. And I was actually quite surprised, because as I say, I'm a very early girl with stuff like this. But because obviously I'm late this year, I was surprised what was in the shops. So I'm going to start off with these. Now these are amazing. So if your children love to sort of like do like crafts, arts and crafts, even putting these away for like birthdays and Christmas while they're in there, because these are really good value. So I did get some off of Amazon for Alfie probably about 4 years ago now, and they've only just sort of dried up and gone a bit funny, and he colours in so many comics and does lots of drawing. He loves, he's so artsy and crafty, and Millie had some as well, but hers are, she got hers when she was 10, she's 13 now, so I think about 3-4 years is when they sort of like give up if they use them a lot, which mine do. But they were £22. These are the copies of the Oho pens. So they've got these ones in here. You've got dual blend markers, they're a pack of 80, loads of different colouring in shades, really lovely pens. And what they are is they're dual tips as well. So you've got like a thicker one. Oh, excellent. Oh, here we go. Just a bit heavy-handed. I'm so dizzy. I'm just like, whoa. Right, the fine end's there. And then the thicker end, this end, which are really good for colouring. If your kids love to colour in, these are great. All of these shades and colours, $7.99. So the cheapest I've seen them. I haven't actually, I'll tell you what, I've got my receipt here. Let's give it a go, see the colour. Yeah, they're nice pens. You know, like when they're not dry, they're not like, sometimes you can tell a good quality pen, but is that weird? No, they're really good. So I've got these, so I'm going to be packing them in my hamper. So as I said, what I'm going to do is this year, so Albert, all the children, apart from Albert, every year they get an Easter hamper, including Albert up until now. They get pyjamas, they'll get some little socks, they'll also get like, you know, like little hot chocolates, some chocolates, maybe some things to do, arts and craftsy bits. They get them at Christmas, they get them at like other seasonal events, and that's how I've always done it. However, Millie has finally got to the age where the pyjamas just don't really fit her. She can't really match in the pyjamas. And she did say to me, Mum, I don't really need the pyjamas this year. You haven't like got to get them for me. And I was like, oh, you know, you just feel a bit like emotional. I was like, oh, well, okay then. So what I thought this year I'm going to do is I'm going to just add the bits in, rather than making sure they've all got the same. I'm going to make sure they've all kind of got the same, but I'm just going to do a big hamper that they can all enjoy, different ages. And I'm still going to pop a few bits in for Albert, because I don't want him to miss out, because the older three have had it forever. So I still want him to have the like element of that, but I'm going to put it in one special big hamper, so when they come down Easter, they can have all their bits together. So I thought if I pop these pens in there, this is for all of them when they're doing colouring in and stuff, so they can do lots of colouring in. What I'm going to do is I'll probably get my mum to print off loads of Easter pictures, and I'll put them in the basket as well. I will set the basket up at the end. So I got these, $7.99. I also got these. So honestly, their pens and stuff at the minute is such good value. These are the copies of the Posca pens. Now, I knew to go in there for these because a friend of mine had these and she said they're amazing. Now, even the Posca pen dupes on like Amazon, they're like £15 and you get 12. So in here, you've got a pack of 30 acrylic paint markers. So basically, these are like paint markers. So the brand Posca, what you might know, are these like the dupes of. They have so many beautiful colours. They've got like the pastel more muted tones, and then the brighter ones on the back. I don't think you can really tell on the camera, but they're like more of the dusty sort of colours. If your children like to paint rocks, you know, like when they do the patterns on the rocks and stuff like that, they get the pebbles. We live near the sea. They love collecting pebbles and stuff and drawing on them. And what we do in our local area is the children paint the rocks and leave them places, and children find them and collect them. It's really sweet. But the children love to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in the garden, pick some pebbles, pop them in there in a little bag, like a little Hessian bag. Pop these in there as well so they can just decorate some rocks. It's things to do, it's things that they do in their day to day, rather than it all being very, very Easter themed. It's quite nice that these sort of go further as well. I do like to do that if I can. So these were $7.99 as well. $7.99. These are amazing. These would be good for birthdays and Christmases and that as well, or a gift. Really good. So I'm going to pop them both in the Easter hamper. As I say, I'm going to pop in a few little rocks for them to do. I'm also going to pop in some paper, like coloured pages with Easter prints and stuff on them to colour in. I've got a few Easter books that I've got that's left over, because I'll save all of that. So if they don't fully colour them in, I'll just put them in a drawer and save them so they can do them as well. Also as well, the kids are going to be doing Easter bonnets. Millie, she's just said to me, I don't really want to do them things this year, and that's absolutely fine. She's like at that age now, she's quite hit that peak where she's like, she enjoys doing bits when we're all together doing stuff, so she'll enjoy doing the colouring and bits like that. She'll probably sit down and help Albert do his Easter bonnet this year. She's been doing Easter bonnets for 13 years now. She's like, no. So I've got both the boys an Easter bonnet in there. These were 99p, and I've got I can keep getting their names. Alfie, Albert. Why did I know all my boys the same name? It's the tablets, I swear. And you'll all go, Rosie, you're like this in every video. It's not. So I've got Albert a bonnet as well. So they've all got a bonnet each. I'm going to pop them in there. And I also got this little set of these bonnet craft kits. Funny story is, Millie used to do an Easter bonnet every year. All the kids have. However, Millie would never allow me to have, you know, the little tiny chicks that you can get in the house. She absolutely hated them, like the feel of them. I remember her being little, and I think she must have been about 3. She must have been about Albert's age. She picked it up and she was like, nah, don't like it. She was like, oh, I don't like it, don't like the chicks. Every time I bought the chicks, she like freaked out, because they must have felt weird, the little plastic feet and the little pipe cleaners. She just really didn't like it. So I never really used to put the chicks out for her. So I got this set this year, and I thought, do you know what? It hasn't got the little chicks in it, but there's loads of cute little bits. So she does want to help. She's not going to be freaked out by the chicks in it. So this little set here, how much was this? Easter bonnet craft kit, $1.99. So they had quite a few, sorry, I got a runny nose as well, it's hay fever season. So they have got lots of bits in there, like 99p, 79p bits that you can add, but this has got like quite a few bits in it as it is, rather than buying loads. It's got some carrots in there, some little eggs, little chicks, little felt daisies, which are nice, and they've also got little bunnies and the bigger chicks there that they can pop onto their bonnets. And I did also get, to go on there, I got them these little felt stickers. So these are 79p, and they've actually got stickers on the back, so they're little felt stickers as well. So it's less of the plasticky bits, so I thought it was quite nice. And there's a pack of 8 of these, so they can stick some like little stickers on their Easter bonnets as well. So for literally £5.70, 78, got all these bits for free of their Easter bonnets, and it's a really nice thing for them to do, especially while you're having your Easter dinner, getting that ready and cooked. They could be sitting up the table doing their Easter bonnets after their like egg hunt. So I've got those. I also got as well Albert's and PJs. As I said, he's had these things, you know, for not as long as the others, and I did try and get the boys some, so I'm still going to get the boys Easter PJs, and I think it is half down to the fact that I've left it late. They will be more than happy because I've got them something else, which I'll show you, rather than the PJs. So these were £5 from, they had no sizes for the boys left. 4 to 5 for Albert, and they're this really lovely Easter print. They had the men's and the women's in there, didn't have the really small size for Millie, and they didn't have the boys, and I was like, she didn't want them anyway, so I thought, just get Albert the PJs this year. So I've got them for Albert, so I'm going to pop them in there. They'll know they're for Albert anyway. I did say to the boys, I've got Albert some PJs. So I was like, yeah, Mum, we're all right. But I did get them some a book each from the works, which I'm also going to pop in there, which I'll show you at the end. But for Albert this year, because normally, like I say, there'd be quite a bit of chocolate, or there'd be lots of bits to do. They've got their Easter bonnets. There's the colouring pens, but Albert will probably end up trying to get it everywhere. I'll be monitoring him while he's doing it. But I thought I'd get him these for the garden, because he's a real garden kid. And obviously now it's getting like really nice, and spring, and the weather's really nice out there. He's just loving being in the garden, on the trampoline, walking about on his scooter. He loves it. So I got him this little set. So this was $1.99, and it's a little gardening little set. Little wooden handles with these little metal bits, and I thought he can go out there and help me and Gary, because this year I really want to change up the garden and add lots more flowers. So I thought while we're out there during the day, I'll get him bits done. He can just come out and potter with me. He'll love that. It'll keep him occupied, but also be like a childcare thing for me at the same time while I'm trying to get stuff done in the garden. So £1.99. I also for 99p got him a little watering can. So this is his little set, and I'll keep this in the summer house in his little section, and he'll love this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant up 2 pots out there for him, and I'm going to let him grow some strawberries. I've got some strawberry seeds. Oh, they're in my bag out there. I just got little packets of strawberry seeds. So they have strawberry seeds and loads of different seeds you can get in Home Bargains. They're 49p. So I got the bigger kids a pack of strawberry seeds each. They can do some strawberries. But I'm going to put up a little pot for Albert to do some strawberries, so he can grow some, and the kids can grow some strawberries as well. But then also I got, remember the large pot that I thrifted that you need drain holes in for a lot of things like lavender and stuff like that? Well, I know I used to have a large wooden sort of like high up planter that got damaged when we was having all the work done out in the garden, like for the extension. So I don't have it anymore. But I remember I grew loads of wildflowers in there for the bees and the butterflies. So I thought that won't need the drainage. So what I'm going to do is let him grow some of these as well, because these come up so quickly, and actually he can see all the lovely flowers and all the little butterflies that will land on them. So I got this. I think this was, how much was this? Butterfly and bee seed, £2.99. So I'm going to pop this in there, and the kids can obviously have a go with this as well as the strawberries. It gives him something to learn to grow as well. So I've got these. So it comes in a complete seed garden shaker set. You literally shake it on the ground, rake in and water. So I'm just going to fill a nice big pot up full of the compost and stuff. And I'm going to let him use his little rakes and stuff and put his seeds down, water it with his watering can. And it just gives him something to do. So I got that as well. And the kids obviously can have a go as well with that. And then lastly, for things to do in there, I got for 99p, I've got some of these chalks. So I thought for the garden, for the patio, these would be perfect, and they'll all obviously join in with these. I'm gonna rip these open. I'm sure rip them open, it's fine. We'll put them in there like that, stick on the top. Got these really bright little egg-shaped chalks, so they can draw on the drive, or they can draw out in the garden on the patio and draw loads of chalk patterns and stuff like that. And then it gives him the free rein as well, because whenever he's drawing that's not on a pencil, I'm like watching, because he likes to do little circles. He actually yesterday went out to the car. So we was outside, Gary was cleaning the car, and Albert was just scooting, and I was just watching him scoot just outside our house. And the boys was having races going back and forward. And I was just watching him, and then he's gone round to see Gary round the back of the car. And Gary's gone, oh no mate, don't do that. As he's gone round to the back of the car, we have like a block paved drive, but down the sides they do these French drains. So basically where the fences are, they have like little gravel there. He'd picked up a little gravel as he's walked round to the back of the car to get Gary. And he's drawn circles, like scratched them into the side of the car. And I was like, oh, Gary's tried to use T-cut to get it out, but some of the scratches are a bit deep. I was like, oh, like yesterday I was like, oh, that is like heartbreaking that he's done that. Today we're over it, but so he has to be watched 24/7 because he likes to draw on stuff around the house. The Sharpies are officially banned because they go all over the sides. And the amount of magic things, I should share the tips on the things that get stuff out, because that boy is drawn with everything, on everything. And I know some people might be in the comments, because you always get someone that says something rude. Yes, I know. My child must be feral, and that's fine. I've had 4 children, and he's the one that draws on stuff. I think it's because he's the last one. It's because we know he's the last baby, so we shouldn't, but we laugh at some of the things he does. But I do monitor him with the pens. He goes, draws a circle, and he's like, Mum, I drawed a heart for you. And he does this with his hands. He goes, love you. Draw this. And it's like, it's really hard to tell him off when he's just really adorable. So 99p chalk, so he can go crazy in the garden. Crazy with these. So I've got those. We are going to be doing a egg hunt again. So what I like to do is, because it's a really cheaper way of doing it, so I get little chocolate eggs and I hide them around the garden. I've got like a pack that I got a couple of weeks ago, you know, like the little mini eggs that you can get, like the ones that are in foil. You're gonna hide them all around the garden. They get their little Easter Hamper baskets, run around and get all the eggs for egg hunt. We've got quite a few kids come in. But what I like to do as well is get some of these lollies, because these are quite good to hide as well. So, and it bulks it up, and it's actually a lot cheaper to do it. And if it's a hot day as well, kids end up with less chocolate, and things like this, your mum can sort of like just stick them in a pot at home, and they haven't got to eat them all in one go. They're not going to go off. They're in package, and these are, the lollies are, where are the lollies? Do you know what, whenever I panic and I'm like, where are they? I don't ever find them as quick, so I need to just chill. £1.49, so I've got them as well. And you get a packet of assorted lollies. How many did you get in here? It's 100, no, not 100 grams. How many grams is in here? the stickers for the cloudy PJs. So 200 grams. There's quite a few lollies in there. There's quite a lot in there, so they'll do really good as well. And then I'm going to be making a no-bake when we decorate for Easter, which I'll be doing probably tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a no-bake chocolate brownie. So I've seen about 3 people make this on Instagram, and it looks amazing. I don't know who to originally give credit to, because I don't know who the original person is. I find once you get a trend, people just jump on it, don't they? But I will say, I rang my mum and told her. So we used to have this little pirate cookbook when I was a kid. And I remember we used to make these no-bake chocolate brownies. And I'm going to say that apart from the mini eggs in this, it's basically exactly the same as what we used to make as kids. So even then, this recipe has been getting done since probably I was about 6. So what you're going to need is some chocolate bourbons, biscuits, 300 grams of these. You basically crush them down, mix a few other ingredients in them, and then you're going to put chocolate on top with the mini eggs, which I'm going to be doing. But honestly, it comes out amazing. You don't have to bake it, and it's really nice and gooey. And they come out like, you know, the Aldi or the Lidl brownies, you know, the really nice ones. They come out like that. They're no bake, no burn, really nice and simple. So I've got some chocolate bourbon biscuit. I also got a big bar for £2.09 of the 180 grams of the dairy milk as well, so I got that to put away. And then I did get myself another spatula because I don't actually know. Sieve, I found the sieve. Didn't find the spatula. No, I didn't find the sieve, and I do know where my spatula is. That's actually a lie. Oh. It's in the dishwasher. Millie and her friend made Dubai chocolate yesterday. Yeah, so I've just bought another spatula for no reason at all because I've got it wrong. I completely forgot I needed another sieve. My brain is like a sieve. My brain is like an absolute sieve, and my brain's just gone a little bit like, whoo, where I looked in the drawer. Honestly, I've had this for about 5 days now. Day 1 to 4, I couldn't even get off the sofa. I couldn't even move because literally I was having to crawl. But on these tablets, it's slightly more manageable, and it is because I'm anemic. So they've really given me really high iron. So I'm getting a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. But even going in that drawer makes me feel like I'm on a ride. I just come off a roller coaster. So I just bought another spatula for nothing. But it's a nice spatula. And to be completely honest with you, we bake a lot in the house, so I'll probably need another spatula anyway. It's fine, I've got another spatula. So I've got these things. And I'm going to quickly fill up the hampers now as well. And I'll show you the books as well, because I've got the books. These are really good from the works. They always have really good value ones in there. Right, I'm back. So Millie is obviously not having a bonnet. So I did get Millie this mug as well, because she's into this sort of stuff. She loves it. She'll send me pictures from Anthropology of all these beautiful mugs and stuff. So she's making a collection that she's feel free to take when she's obviously got so many mugs in this house. When she moves out, maybe if she's 40, it's fine. She can still call dibs on this collection. How cute is this mug? I knew you guys would love it as well. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. £2.99 from Home Bargains. £2.99 from Home Bargains. So I got that for Millie instead of the bonnets, because I'm weird like that. My brain just had to feel like she's equal. And then obviously Albert's got PJs and he's got his little gardening set. So I know they've got the pens, but because it's cover up for the PJs, I've got them a book each. I know this is really random, but it's mum maths. It's mum maths in my mind. I want to make sure that they're all equal. So at first I was going to just put a cinema ticket in for them, like a gift card for the cinema, because we have a little local cinema that spends £4.50 ticket you can get. And I thought, and then I'll let them go to the cinema. We'll go to the cinema as a little treat instead. But then I saw these books in the works, and I thought I'll get these instead. So I've got Millie, this book. So this is from Maxine Maury. Yeah, Maxine Maury. And she's really into sort of little romantic books now. You know, when you were younger and you'd read Twilight and stuff like that. She's into that. So this one I thought would be really good for Millie to read, actually. So this is called You've Got This. And it's to find true love, but first you have to truly love yourself. If these tablets give me the ability to read today. So Fleur French does not have the best of luck when it comes to life and love. Her boyfriends only ever seem to like Fleur when she acts like the idea of their idea of a perfect partner. So when she finds herself single, jobless, Fleur has to decide if she's ready to finally be herself, only if she knew what that was. So I thought this would be a really good book for a teenager to read. So I thought I'd get this for Millie. This was £3. So when they're just chilling out and having a little read and stuff, I thought instead of their PJs. And then for the boys each, these are the RRP of £7.99, but they're only £4 in the works at the moment. So I got St Marcus Rashford. I think his name's just been put to this. He hasn't written it, and he hasn't obviously illustrated it either. I think he's just the main character. But there's something strange at school. So this one is the Breakfast Club Adventures, the treasure hunt for a monster. So either Alfie or Archie will have that one. And then it's a good, like, it's lots of cool pictures as well. And I like it when they're written in this, like, is it Tom Gates? I don't know. Brain's not with it today. A lot of their books that they've got like this sort of like, the way they like put emphasis on some of the words and stuff. It's just cool. It keeps the kids hooked. So this one is the Breakfast Club Adventures, the Beast Beyond the Fence. So yeah, with Marcus Rashford, which is a football player, so I keep them into it as well. £4 each. I got those. So I'm going to pop them into this huge hamper that I've got here. So I brought in some ribbons because I weren't sure what ones to use. I got this huge hamper. Huge hamper. I think this was from the junk shop that used to be at the end of my road. I'm sure I got this off of John, but I'm not 100% sure. But he's not down there no more, and it makes me really sad. But I brought in an array of ribbons from my craft, which is basically an haberdashery down in my summer house. I have to share it with you once I do it properly. I weren't sure whether to wrap loads of ribbons around the top, or I also got this little thrifted bit of bunting. And I weren't sure whether to sort of like, this is all strawberries, whether to hang this around the bottom of the basket instead and then pack it out. I think that, maybe even that with a bit of ribbon around the top. Should we just go crazy? Why not? So I'm going to cut the little tag. Oh, this was actually from Richardson's. They don't have it anymore, but in Frinton they had like a little, like it was like thrifted. They used to go around thrifting, like a little antique-y sort of shop. So I'm going to move the camera a bit so you can see a bit better as well. I'm just going to tie the first bit round. I think I paid, how much was this? £5 for this beautiful bunting. I have actually got some strawberry bunting I made once as well. Right, tie this all the way round. I'm going to quickly probably loop that just to make sure that it's all the way round. Let's see if we're going to get a good fit. I don't know. Oh, maybe not a loop. Oh, might have to tie a bit of ribbon around that to keep it. Oh yeah, because that's like, oh wow, that could have been more perfect if I tried. That's literally fit the whole way round. That could have been more perfect if I tried actually. And then I'm just going to tie that bit to that bit. And then I'm going to pop in, I'm not going to pop in tissue because I'm also going to pop in their little chocolate eggs that I got them. So, oh, that looks really cute. I might even keep that in the garden and put like snacks and stuff in it. You know, like when people come around for barbecues and stuff. That'd be really cute. We could even put like my little checked picnic hamper in there. That'll look really sweet. So the ribbon, I'm getting my scissors, where have I just put them? I'm probably going to put, what colours, guys? Should I just go for all the colours? Should we just do a really... See, now I'm thinking I should have done green and red ribbon. I'll do green. What about green and pink? That'd look quite nice, wouldn't it? We'll do green and pink. So I'm going to get the two. I'm going to start here. We'll make it neater as I go to the other end. I'm going to make it look really pretty. Undo that a bit. Open this weave a tiny touch. I'm so surprised I'm so late with all this stuff. I really am. And then I'm just going to cut these on an angle so that they don't fray. I would normally use my sharp fabric scissors, but we're using the kitchen scissors, my little bonsai ones. How long's that at the end? Tell you what I am going to do as well. I'm going to put them ribbons. I'll use that bit of cut off to keep that secure around that green ribbon there. And these have come unrolled in my basket. All my ribbons are kept normally. So I'm going to put them to the side. I'm going to put off their... Oh, that does look cute, don't it? That does look really cute. I'm also going to pop in... Do you remember I got some carrots from Homebargains that are like decorative carrots? I know they're decorative. But I think I might pop them in there as well, like scattered around. Going to scatter the carrots. Why not? Right. So what I'm going to do is stick the big bits at the back, which are the eggs. So I've got all the children an egg each. I had to get Gary an egg as well, because I'm not popping Gary's egg in here, but I've got Gary an egg as well. Chocolate orange is favourite. So Millie and Alfie's favourites are mini eggs. Pop them in there. Got this from Asda, they was on offer. And then Archie's is cream egg, and Albert loves a flake. So he loves when we get an ice cream off the ice cream man. And he goes, well, you know, you get like a hot chocolate and it comes in with a flake. He goes, I want ice cream chocolate. I want ice cream chocolate. And we know what he means, but it's like people are thinking he wants ice cream or chocolate ice cream. He's like, no, I want ice cream chocolate. So I'm going to stick in their eggs at the back. Then I'm going to pop in the little flower seeds. Push you back. I have to push you back now. Let's push you back. Put the little flower seeds in there. I'm also then going to use this as a bit of a stand to put in the pens in. So I'm going to put the pens at the front like that. Pop them up. A bit dark in colour. I want it to all be bright. There we go. Popped in. And then I'm probably going to pop in the little... Tell you what I might do. I'm going to undo the little ties on this. And with the jute that I just undone the carrots, just to save room in there, I'm going to tie them up together with the jute that I just undone. Albert's going to absolutely love this little set. He loves to do anything. You know when they're at that age where they love to do anything that's sort of grown up, that they see you doing? He's really at that stage, and it's honestly the cutest. I'm going to pop them in there. I'm also going to take the tag off of his little watering can. And I'm probably going to pop them in there. I'm going to go get the seeds as well, because they're in my bag. Pop the little packets of seeds in there as well. It's looking so cute. And then I've got Millie's mug that I'm going to pop in just down here. Actually, I'm going to pop it in underneath the watering can. There we go, nice and spacious. Then I'm going to take the stickers off their books as well. I might have to quickly just leave these on for a minute while I'm doing the video for the purposes, because these are a little bit, I'm going to come off quite easy, to be fair. I'm going to stick Millie's book in there. So they'll all know what one's what anyway. And as I say, with the books and stuff, the boys can just decide. They're probably like, one will read one and then they'll swap them over once they're done anyway. Got so many books in his house. I love a book. These in there. Probably pop these ones at the back to sort of like build up a bit of height. The lollies I'm not going to stick in there because, and the chocolate bits and stuff that I'm going to make the brownies with, because obviously they're not to go in their hamper. I'm going to also fold Albert's little PJs, because he's going to have his little PJs, but the kids will understand. They won't say no. They won't feel left out. They've got their books in there. I'll just be like, you've got your books. And then Albert's got his little garden and his little PJs. Because that's the horrible thing. Where there's an age gap, it's really lovely that there's an age gap. But I don't want him to not have what they all had, because they've just got a little bit, not that bothered by it. It's really cute that I'm still doing bits like this. But as they're getting older, you just have to modify it a bit. So I'm going to pop in his little PJs. I'll probably pop them in there. And then lastly, I'm going to pop in the little little decorative bits. These could probably go stand up at the back as well, at an angle. And then what else has got to go in there? Oh, there, little stickers. Pop them in that way, so you can see. And then as for their little hats, I might just sort of like pop them on top of the back. It's gonna be a crazy loaded basket. Pop the carrots in. And you're like, what is that? So this is the, oh, and they've got their chalks. They've got their chalks. Let's put the chalks on top of that. Makes it even more yellowy. So then they've got their little Easter hamper. Smooth all this out the sides. Smooth it out the way so you get the full effect of it. But how cute is their little Easter hamper? So happy with that. They're going to really, really love that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. I've been Rosie Henshaw. Sorry it's been more scatty than ever, as you can see with my eyes, as I'm on prochloroperazine, I think that's what it's called. The prochlor... Well, they're upstairs, they're in my bedroom, so I last took them when I was upstairs, just after I'd done my teeth. So yeah, prochloroperazine, something like that. Yeah, they're quite strong. And I've had my second one of the day, so I'm like, oh, hello. But I'm feeling better in myself, so that's the main object of this video. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. I've been Rosie Henshaw. See you later. Take care. Bye.